Om Shanti. Madhuban Murli, 2023, October 18. Today's Mahabhakya. Essence. Sweet children, there is bondage in relationships with bodies. Therefore there is sorrow. Stay in relationships with souls and you will receive limitless happiness and remain in remembrance of the one mother and father. Today's question: which intoxication should you maintain so that you have the courage to conquer Maya? Answer: have the intoxication that you have stayed in remembrance of the Father every cycle, that you became victorious over Maya, your enemy, and became like a diamond. God Himself is your mother and father. By having this awareness and intoxication, you will receive courage. The children who have courage definitely become victorious and they remain constantly engaged in doing godly service. Today's song, the heart desire to call out to you. Om Shanti. Details. The worshippers of the deities have been remembering the Paralokik mother and father, and the devotee know that the mother and father definitely has to come to give us the fruit of our devotion. Those poor people do not know who that mother and father is. They call out to him and they surely prove that they definitely have a relationship with him. One is a Lokik relationship and the other is the Paralokik relationship. There are many types of Lokik relationship: paternal and maternal, uncles, etc. are Lokik bondage. This is why they call out to the Supreme Father, the Supreme Soul. Your children know that there are no bondage in the golden age. You call out to the Father, we are now in bondage and wish to have a relationship with you. Devotee remember that they are in many types of bondage. Because of remembering bodies, they have many bondage. When in relationship with soul, you only remember the mother and father. There is the difference of day and night between remembering the Lokik and the Paralokik. These are physical bondage, whereas that is the spiritual relationship. You have physical relationship in the golden age because there are relationship of happiness. They are said to be bondage of sorrow. They would not be called relationships here. Previously, you did not know this thing. You have now understood. You definitely used to call out, "Oh mother and father, come." The father would definitely only give happiness to everyone, but no one knows what the happiness is that the father gives. You now have a relationship with the Father and you receive constantly happiness from Him. Happiness is called relationship and sorrow is called bondage. Therefore, your children call out to the mother and father to come and tell you such sweet things. Those people call out indirectly, whereas you call out directly. They also remember, O Supreme Father, Supreme Soul, since there is the Father, there must also surely be the Mother. How else would the Father create? How would children write a letter to Shiv Baba? He would not be able to read it just like that. Shiv Baba is sitting here. This is why you write Shiv Baba through Brahma. Shiv Baba definitely adopts someone's body. It is soon souls remain separate from the Supreme Soul for a long time. He is called the Satguru. He is the vestor of salvation for all. He comes and enters his body and then tells him the secret of 84 bath. The night of Brahma and the day of Brahma have been remembered. First of all, there is the Supreme Father, the Supreme Soul, the Creator. He creates Brahma, Vishnu and Shankar. Truly, the Supreme Father comes to make the night of Brahma into the day of Brahma. The day of Prajapita Brahma is also the day of the Prajapita Brahmakumaris and Kumaris. The golden and silver age are called the day, and the copper and iron age are called the night. You children have now come to claim your inheritance of heaven from the Father. It is for him that you sing, you are the mother and father. As the friend, he comes and entertains you in a light-hearted way. The three main relationships are Father, Teacher and Satguru. Only through this is their benefit. However, there is no question of the relationship of paternal or maternal uncle, etc. So the perfect Father comes and makes you children perfect. You are now becoming 16 celestial degree full. You are experienced. How could anyone else know this? How could they understand any of this unless they came into the company of you children? You now know that there is bondage on the path of devotion too. You remember him when you are in bondage to Ravan, the five vices. The Father's name is the Liberator. The English word is very good. Human being become liberated. He comes to liberate you from sorrow and the bondage of Maya. Then he is also the guide. It is also mentioned in the Gita that he takes everyone back like a swarm of mosquito. Therefore, destruction will definitely take place. It is also remembered that he inspires establishment through Brahma and destruction through Shankar. Then sustenance also takes place through the one who carried out establishment. You are now becoming ready, number wise, according to the effort you make. The bondage of your body have to be broken away from your intellect. Sannyasis leave their homes and families and run away. You study Raj Yoga while living at home. There is the example of Janak. He then became Anujanak. Many children say that they want to live in their kingdom home like Janak and take knowledge. Each one is a king of his own home. The owner is called the king. There is the father, his wife and their children. And so that is a limited creation. He creates it and also sustains it. But he cannot destroy it because the world has to grow. Everyone continue to create. It is only the unlimited Father who comes to create a new creation and have the old one destroyed. Only the Supreme Father, the Supreme Soul, the Creator of Brahma, Vishnu and Shankar would carry out the establishment of the new world and destruction of the old world. You children can understand this thing very well. These things are very easy. The very name is Easy Yoga or Remembrance. The knowledge and yoga of Bharat are very well known. The Father is known. The Father is now giving you children divine direction through which you will remain constantly cheerful. The new world is created by the Mother and Father. Everyone knows that God created them. You now understand how God comes and creates the new world. he adapts, creates the new world. There are definitely the mother and father. There is the father, and he then adapts you through this one, and so this one is the senior mother. The first adapted one is Saraswati. The father entered this one. This mama is adapted for you. He is the mother and father. For me, he is my husband and also my father. He entered me and made me his wife and also his child. These are very entertaining things which you should listen to personally. You to understand this thing number wise. If you have understood everything, then you should explain them to others. If you are unable to explain them, it means you yourself have not understood anything. Anyone can tell you straight away how a tree grows from a non-living seed. Until the father comes and explains the knowledge of this unlimited tree, no one can understand it. You know that you are studying Raj Yoga with the father and claiming your inheritance. This should be in your intellect. This is a double relationship. There you have a single relationship. You do not remember the Parlokic father. Here all of these are bondage. You know that at this time you are also in that bondage. You have now entered a relationship with the father to become free from that bondage. Nowadays there are so many different directions. They continue to fight and quarrel with each other. They even fight over water and land. This is inside our boundary. This is not inside your boundary. They have become totally limited. They have forgotten that the people of Bharat were the master of the unlimited in the golden age. Those who were the masters have forgotten this. They definitely had to forget, because it is only then that the father can come and explain to you. You know this thing at this time. There is bondage. Here you have a relationship with the mother and the father. You know that you follow Srimad and receive the inheritance of limitless happiness. The father says, I give you the inheritance of happiness. Who then cures you? Maya, Ravan. There is sorrow in a cures and happiness in an inheritance. People do not know who gives them the inheritance of sorrow. The father establishes the golden age, and so he would definitely give you the inheritance of happiness. The father would not be called one who gives you in the inheritance of sorrow. It is an enemy who causes you sorrow. However, no one understands this thing. They have put the thing up one time period into another. They said that Lanka was looted and that gold was brought over. There is not any gold in Ceylon. Gold is found in mines and in rivers at some places. You children now know that this is an eternal world drama. This knowledge is in the intellect of you children, number wise, according to the effort you make. What status will those who do not understand anything and are unable to explain anything receive? They will have to bow down in front of those who are uneducated. There is a difference between the king and queen and the subjects. Just as Mama and Baba go and claim a high status, so you too should make effort and study so much that you sit on the throne of Mama and Baba and become a bead of the rosary of victory. A lot of temptation is given to you. This is Raj Yoga. Claim the kingdom by studying Raj Yoga. At least make effort through which you will become a subject. It is always said, follow the Father. You are His children. There is that Father, then this Father, and then there is also the Mother. She is number one in following Him. You are brother and sister. There has to be the one Father. Everyone says, oh God, the Father, and so all are brother and sister. There are not many other relationships, brother and sister, and that's all. They have fathers, grandfathers, brothers and sisters, many relationships. Here there is one father and one dada. There is the one Prajapita Brahma, and creation is created through him. You brother and sister claim a status number wise. According to the effort you make, all the rest will go and hang in their one section on the tree. They have their destination. They come down from their number wise. Here there is bondage in life. When souls first come, they come into happiness. Therefore, there is first liberation in life. First of all, there is the liberation in life and the people of Bharat in heaven. There is first liberation in life. First of all, there is the liberation in life of the people of Bharat. Most elevated teacher and none other. Kumari says, mine is one Shiv Baba. Kumari have to pay full attention to this. Once you belong to this government, you have to engage yourself in doing God's service. How could you then continue to do the devilish service? Each of you is given advice according to your one karmic bondage. It is seen whether you are able to become free or not. When someone has a good, shrewd intellect, she can remain on godly service only. You children are doing godly service. This service of making others voiceless, we are an army. God is teaching us how to battle with Maya. Ravan is our oldest enemy. Only you know this. You will conquer Ravan and then become like a diamond. You children should have that courage and intoxication. People continue to fight. Everywhere you look, there is nothing but fighting. We do not fight with anyone. The Father says, remember me and your sins will be absolved. Maya would not attack you then. Then also remember your inheritance. You also have to relate this to someone. Give the Father's introduction and connect their intellect in yoga to him. He is our mother and father, since Shiv Baba is the father. Tell us who your mother is. These two are such deep matter. You ask them who the father of souls is, they would write, the Supreme Soul, God. Okay? So, where is the mother? How can he create children without the mother? So, they would then go towards the world mother, Jagadamba. Acha, in that case, how was Jagadamba created? No one knows this either. You know that Saraswati is the daughter of Brahma. She too is mouth born. Only the Father is the creator. Acha, to the sweetest, beloved, long lost and now found children, love, remembrance and good morning from the mother, the father Bap Dada. The spiritual father says namaste to the spiritual children. We should say to the sweet father, sweet Shukriya, Shukriya, Shukriya. Essence for Dharana. Number 1. Mine is the one most elevated teacher and none other. Have this faith and study like the mother and father do. Follow them full in your effort. Number 2. Break the bondage of body away from your intellect. Follow divine direction and remain constantly cheerful. Do God service. Blessing. May you be an incarnation of tolerance, and instead of stepping away, adjust yourself. Some of you children lack tolerance and so your face change very quickly, even over trivial situation. You then become afraid and think of either changing your palace or transforming the person you are disturbing by. You would not change yourself, but would move away from others. Therefore, instead of changing your place or changing others, change yourself and become an incarnation of tolerance. Learn to adjust yourself to everyone else. Slogan. Justifying your behavior on the basis of altruism is a quality of a yogi. Om Shanti. Sweet Shiv Baba. Shukriya, Shukriya, Shukriya.